Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. I need to rant about the zombies community lately. If you follow me on Twitter, link in the description, you will have known kind of how I feel about the zombies community lately. It's been super negative and it's been super draining. Everybody's really complaining about, well, basically everything. Now, me personally, I freaking love Black Ops 4. I think it's one of the best zombie games we've ever had. I don't think it's perfect, but it is by no means justified in hating it as much as the community is right now. So before I talk about what I enjoy about the game and kind of defend the game a little bit, I do want to preface this with a couple valid criticisms. Perhaps the most obvious one, this game was not ready to launch, not by any stretch of the imagination. This was a broken game on launch. Bugs, crashes, balancing stuff, it just didn't seem like it was ready. That's a valid criticism. However, they've updated it, they've patched it, it's been a lot more stable since that launch. So a lot of people are getting that launch mentality just stuck in their mind. Another valid criticism are the high rounds and Easter egg guys. Personally myself, I've never crashed in Black Ops 4 Zombies, ever. I've disconnected in multiplayer games, I've crashed in Blackout and multiplayer the few times I've played them, but I've never crashed in Zombies. My highest round is like 55, 57 or something on Classified, and that's the reason why I haven't crashed. I haven't gone for high rounds, I haven't gone for Easter eggs, it's a different video for a different day, but doing those things causes the game to crash. That is a valid criticism, and I think they are working on that. Another valid criticism, kind of like that launch thing, the balance. The 150 health points and the dogs at the beginning of the game were actually insane. So completely fair. Some things are underpowered, like PhD and Winter's Whale, but those are valid criticisms there. And personally, I think the game could always be better. I don't think this is a perfect game, it just could be better. For example, Zombies Mastery camos. I would freaking love that. I'm going to grind out all of the weapons. I planned for it, I've almost got the Bowie knife completely upgraded, or the camos unlocked. I'm gonna go for that Mastery camo, but there is no Mastery camo, so hopefully unlocking all of the camos in Zombies unlocks some sort of Mastery camo. That would be a valid thing to want. And of course, fixes like buffing PhD, buffing Winter's Whale, and wanting some stuff from the cosmetic side of the multiplayer section, like signature weapons, I can see as a perfectly valid thing to desire. Valid points right there. However, I think we take it too far. I think the community takes it way too far. Multiplayer will get an update, Blackout will get an update, you know, and the community will just go into this havoc of they don't care about the Zombies community, you know, Blackout is getting more Zombies content than Zombies, you know, they go on these crazy tangents and just Treyarch doesn't care about us. In the past like 2 weeks, we've had 160 crash fixes. If we walk back to that first week of balancing, they changed the 150 base health on normal within the first, like, what, 2 days? I remember I went to bed, I think it was like Saturday night or Friday night, and I was like, I don't know what this year's gonna be like with 150 health. Wake up the next day, they buffed it. It's now the standard 200. That was so immediate and fast, and they fixed the dogs. I played Classified lately. The dogs are so much better. Blood of the Dead, the dogs are so much better. It's balanced, it's good, they've patched it, they're listening to us. Treyarch only cares about the big Zombies YouTubers. Well, do we all remember how the Easter eggs were locked until Friday when literally everybody had the chance of getting the game? It's obvious that Treyarch is listening and does care about the community, and we can take this a step further and think back to the previous game, to what Treyarch has done in the past. For example, Zombies Chronicles. Sometimes before Black Ops 4 was released, I went back and I looked at the release of Zombies Chronicles, and I was just amazed because that's so much content, that's so much stuff that they didn't have to do. Sure, they made money off of it, whatever, their business, but they didn't need to make 8 of the classic zombies maps. They didn't need to go to JC Backfire's house to help his channel to be a part of the community. Treyarch cares. You can see it in every one of their music videos that they specially make as trailers for their maps. The Blood of the Dead music video is the best music video we've ever had in zombies. Not to mention the timeline and just all of the content that we actually have in Black Ops 4. Treyarch has truly listened to the community and given us what we have asked for. Let's take a look back at Black Ops 3 and some of its criticisms. Black Ops 3 got criticized because it was too easy. So when we got Black Ops 4, well, the health was different, the zombies were different, the boss zombies were different. Black Ops 4 was a much more difficult game at launch, and it still is. It's at a very good difficulty in my opinion, actually. In Black Ops 3, alternate ammo types were seen as overpowered and unfair. Just grab any wall weapon and you'll be fine for the high rounds. Well, in Black Ops 4, they're a little bit nerfed, and I actually did play a high round, and I think they're actually really well implemented. They help you get that specialist, and they are very well balanced. I cannot tell you how many times I saw a thumbnail of gobblegums, of perkaholic, of things that should return in Black Ops 4 that should never return in Black Ops 4. If this gobblegum returns, Black Ops 4 will be the worst zombies ever. Perkaholic, it's the worst thing ever. Guess what? There's no perkaholic. Guess what? All of the elixirs are balanced. And what does the community do? They freak out. They say, oh, these gums are worthless. These elixirs are worthless. Well, you asked for it. You literally asked for gums that wouldn't change the game. The gums don't change the game anymore. The elixirs don't change your game. They don't give you these benefits like Perkaholic did, like Shopping Free did. They just benefit you in smaller, more balanced ways. The community, yet again, hates it. We disliked the health and the dogs, as I've mentioned before. They patched the health and the dogs. Mr. Waffle Waffles and pretty much the entire zombie community was in an uproar about the crashing and the blue screens and the sheer instability of the game at launch, as we should have been. Treyarch listened, changed how they discuss their patches, and what I think they're doing is they're going for stability over any content right now. I think that's what their long game is. People are like, I want more content, I want factions and callings and whatever, but I think they want a good working game to be out first. I think that's their plan, and that's what we've been getting. We've been getting stability fixes, 130 crash fixes within the past couple weeks, and they've even blatantly said we're looking at high rounds to see what's making them crash. We've implemented new ways of testing to see what's going on in high rounds. Treyarch has been listening, and Treyarch has fixed, changed, balanced, implemented every little detail that the community has been going. I have a video that I'm going to release at some point in time of all of the little additions that I absolutely love about Black Ops 4 Zombies. So when we're frustrated with callings and factions and leaderboards and all of this stuff, saying Treyarch doesn't listen, I guarantee you, I almost guarantee you, that they're listening, and I bet you these things are coming soon. I bet you they just want to get a stable game first. They've even mentioned on patch notes that those things will be coming soon. I know everyone hates the soon, and I do too, but still, it's communication at least. Now the next criticism really just baffles me, because I've seen a video from Noah J and everyone talking about how Black Ops 4 isn't replayable. There's no end game content for Black Ops 4. I'll go on the Reddit and I'll see somebody posted a screenshot of like Black Ops 1 Moon being like, it's funny how Black Ops 4 can get redundant so quickly, but Black Ops 1 is so replayable. I've seen comments saying that Black Ops 4 isn't replayable. There's nothing to keep you coming back. This is just like objectively wrong. At the beginning of Black Ops 3, we got Shadows of Evil, and if you got the Season Pass, you got the Giant. That was it. Just 2 base zombies maps. That's it. There's nothing special. There wasn't even an Easter egg on the Giant. It was just Shadows of Evil, one of the most complicated and worst noob-friendly map we've ever gotten. And we had to deal with that for 3 months until the end of January. So what does Black Ops 4 give us? 3 zombie maps just for buying the game, all of which have Easter eggs, many of which are noob friendly with the exception of Blood of the Dead, and if you pre-order or get the Black Ops Pass, you get Classified, which, by the way, has an Easter egg ending cutscene. It also has many different side Easter eggs that was lacking in the Giant remake. And this is more than just remakes. In Blood of the Dead and in Classified, they're not just remakes of Mob of the Dead and 5, kind of like the Giant was of Derice. These are expansions. These are different maps. They play completely differently. They're different experiences entirely. And each of these 4 maps are so filled with content, with shields, upgrades, side Easter egg quests, Wonder Weapon quests, Wonder Weapon upgrades, Easter egg songs. It's actually ridiculous how much content is in these 4 maps, just in general. So already we've nearly doubled, almost tripled the content size of what was in Black Ops 3. And it's only a month out. But Treyarch just didn't stop there. They didn't stop and say, oh, you know, 4 maps, that's good enough. They got us 4 maps with 4 difficulty levels. That changes the speed of the zombies, the health of the zombies, the health of you as a player. They made an ultra fun, realistic mode. They've made these 4 difficulties for every player, different type of player of zombies. They've made a tutorial mission, a tutorial level that we've never seen in zombies, in Treyarch zombies before. There's a brand new mode, Rush, is an instant classic. If you play Rush runtime, you automatically get it. You understand. It's simple, it's streamlined, it's fun. They can go at it in so many different directions. There's so many different things they can do with Rush, but just as the base version, it's so fun and fantastic as its own place. Sometimes I'll just have a half hour before work and I'm like, I want to play some zombies, but I don't know what to do. I hop on Rush, and I go on Rush, and I go on 9, I go on Voyage, I go on Blood, because Rush is fantastic. Not to mention custom mutations. Custom mutations was a pipe dream in Black Ops 3 for me. I loved the idea of custom mutations, custom games in zombies, the ability to change doors, perks, weapons, guns, boss zombies, pack-a-punch, all of these things, they add so much replayability. I don't know if you're subscribed to this guy, but Tim Hansen has done several streams of zombies with, you know, double speed or double health or whatever it is, and that's the gem of this. You've seen the Brutus only Blood of the Dead memes, I'm sure, but that's the replayability. That's the stuff that we want. We can play our own way. There's so many different ways of playing. You want to do first room challenge? Close the doors, lock the doors. You can't leave. You want to do pistols only? Just make pistols available. You want to do snipers only? Just make snipers available. It's actually fantastic. So for us to have all of this content, and then to see Milo tweet out saying that I'm disappointed that there's not a DLC 1 trailer today. Well, guess it's back to Destiny 2. It's just like, it's been 7 weeks. You mean to tell me that 4 maps, 2 different game modes, 4 different difficulty settings, custom mutations, 4 fully fledged maps didn't last you 7 weeks? That's not even 2 weeks per map. I hate to say it, I truly do, I love Milo, but if 4 fully fledged and deep and intricate zombies maps, new zombies maps with a new storyline, if that doesn't hold you over, maybe that's not the game's fault. Maybe that's you not liking zombies anymore. This game does so much right. Weapons are more fun in this game. You can put attachments actually do something in Black Ops 1. In Black Ops 3 they were aesthetic, they were nice to have, but you didn't really need them. They didn't change the weapon all that much. Operator mods and attachments, laser sight, long barrel, they actually change the way the gun functions in Black Ops 4. The base MOG is great, but when you put attachments on it, it's unstoppable. It's fantastic. The perk system is more varied and amazing and fun than we've ever had in zombies. I can't express enough how much I don't care. I don't care how they came up with the decision. I don't care if they were lazy. I don't care if they actually thought it would be a good idea to take out these base perks. But the fact that we don't need Jug, Quick Revive, Double Tap, Speed Cola, it's fantastic. So who cares? Who cares what actually happened? The fact is the game is a better game because of it. Doughnuts, what if you want to change perks mid-game? Have you tried secret sauce? The specialist system I was terrified of. I am so glad to be wrong because the specialist system is fantastic. It's fun, unique, interesting, and when you've played Classified with the Ragnaroks, have you played Classified with Takio's sword? It's a different experience. It makes it replayable. I almost forgot about this, but the equipment is actually actually useful. I played a high-round game on Classified with just the frag grenades, and they were getting straight-up kills on round like 50. They're actually useful. Wraithfire, we all know how it is, but the acid bomb, and I'm gonna try out the turret, but all of the equipment is useful. They've buffed it, they've made it fun and better. The fact that we have a creative class system, the fact that we can pick our starting weapon is fantastic. The amount of side Easter eggs, one of the reasons that like I could not replay World War II Zombies or Infinite Warfare Zombies was just because there was no side Easter eggs. There might have been one or two here and there. The free PPSH, the classic, was a fantastic side Easter egg. I love doing that, but that was basically it. It was basically Wonder Weapon, Pack-a-Punch, maybe side Easter egg. There you go, there's your map. In Black Ops 4, we've got shield upgrades, free perks. We've got stuff that we don't even know about right now. We've got a skeleton car, which we know about, but you know, it's part of the shield upgrade. Free power-up drops. We've got so many different mechanics, challenges in 9. There's so much content in all of these maps. It's actually fantastic, especially compared to Infinite Warfare and World War II Zombies. So Treyarch has listened to our feedback in most every situation. They've fixed things that we've wanted fixed. They've changed things from Black Ops 3 and previous zombies and implemented them into Black Ops 4 in a balanced and fun way. They've changed base mechanics to make them more replayable, unique, and interesting. We have 4 fully fleshed out maps with so much content in them, 4 different difficulty settings, a new game mode, but man, screw that, because man, I wanna shoot a unicorn weapon. Why can't we get a special weapon or a specialty weapon in zombies? Oh, it's just horrible. It's like, enjoy what you have. Like, don't get me wrong, like I said at the beginning of the video, I want those things too. I want mastery camos in zombies. It'd be great to have weapon variants in zombies, but like, if you were gonna let that just completely ruin your experience, then maybe you need to take a break or something. Maybe refocus, because that's something so petty and small to complain about. If you're complaining about not getting a DLC trailer, you've gone too far. You've gone too far. You're not enjoying the game at its base. And once again, I don't think it's the game's fault. I think the game's done a pretty fan-freaking-tastic job of trying to appeal to its community. I think Treyarch's done a fantastic job listening. Don't get me wrong, I'd love them to be a little bit more communicative and a little bit more updates, and you know, we all want that, right? But they haven't misstepped. They're not ignoring us. They've done so much right with this game, and to say that it's bad because Blackout gets a Bowie knife, to say that you don't have a DLC 1 trailer 7 weeks after the freaking game launched, it's ridiculous. So here's what I'm gonna do. That was the end of the rant. That was the mic drop there. And what I'm gonna do forward from now on is just focus on the positives. Every video I make constructing the game or criticizing the game will be constructive about how I want mastery camos implemented, what I would like to see buffed in terms of perks and weapons and whatever. But for the most part, if you subscribe to me, you will be seeing a whole lot of zombies positivity on this channel, and we're gonna have some freaking fun, because there's a lot of stuff in here that we get to play around with and have fun with. Beautiful people, I don't know if you know, if you follow me on Twitter, ooh, you might know, but I've got plans, baby. I've got some plans. This year is our year, beautiful people. I hope you guys enjoy. Tell me your thoughts about Black Ops 4 in the comment section below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do my arguments kind of make sense or not? Am I just in my own little happy bubble here? Just, I don't know. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this format here, let me know by leaving a like on the video and subscribing for more zombies content. Thank you guys. Positive zombies content. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until you next, absolutely beautiful zombies morning. I'll catch up with you guys later. As always, stay beautiful.